The Red Sox have made a major move as they are calling up Payton Tolle to pitch tonight's game against Paul Skenes and the Pirates. Now, this has serious implications for the Red Sox moving forward into September baseball. Welcome into Red Sox Digest, everybody. I'm Jace Andrews. I appreciate you tuning in to today's show. Boy, oh boy, what a fun game tonight is going to be. Probably the most excited I've been for a Red Sox baseball game since Roman Anthony's debut. Obviously, we're watching all 162, so if you're hitting that subscribe button, you're joining us on the journey. You're being here for the lows, the highs, so make sure you are here for all of that by hitting that subscribe button. It's 100% free. Here is the official tweet from Ken Rosenthal. The Red Sox top pitching prospect Payton Tolle is expected to make his MLB debut tomorrow night at Fenway Park against the Pirates. Paul Skenes, sources tell The Athletic. Tolle, a left-hander, was the team's second-round pick out of TCU last year. Meteoric rise in his first pro season. And that is true. Payton Tolle had not thrown a single professional inning until this year, and now he's going to be going up against Paul Skenes in Fenway Park tonight. We'll take a look at Payton Tolle's stat line for this minor league season. 20 games, 18 of those being starts, a 3-5 record across high A, Double A, Triple A, really going through all the ranks from Greenville to Worcester to Portland. I mean, he's been all over the place. A 3.84 ERA. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble reading. A whip, though, is the one that I'm going to look at. .99 whip across the different levels of the minor leagues and 133 strikeouts. And funny enough, I want to talk about something real quick, because if you look at the games played in the minor leagues, he had not played a single professional inning or professional game until this year, as he was drafted last year out of Texas Christian University. 20 games in the minor leagues. He's going up against Paul Skenes tonight, who obviously this season, second year in the professional organization, and 12 games is how many games it took him to get up to the major leagues. So, kind of interestingly enough, obviously Payton Tolle is debuting here in August. Paul Skenes debuted in May of last year. But if you kind of compare their rise to the major leagues and how quickly they were able to get here, it's a little bit similar. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, 8 more games for Payton Tolle. In that case scenario, obviously 6 more starts. But still kind of very similar, and funny enough, that's who is going to be the first matchup for Payton Tolle, is Paul Skenes and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Very excited to see what we're able to get out of Payton Tolle tonight. Lots of stuff to break down. If we look at his fastball percentages, it's a very good usage rate. That's the one he's going to be using the most. And if you can kind of, zoom in a little bit or come up closer, that four-seam fastball, it has a spin rate on it, and that is why it is so effective. If you can kind of see the spray chart here where his arm comes in, the arm slot, and the ability to mix and match his pitches so well, I'm so excited for this. It's such a exciting time to see what we have here, and it's obviously something that is going to be not with us just for now, but with Walker Buehler going to the bullpen, the questions surrounding Dustin May, whether he'll keep his rotational spot, this could be a time for Payton Tolle to come up, prove himself tonight, and then immediately be injected into this starting rotation, which already has a Garrett Crochet Cy Young candidate season, has a Lucas Giolito, maybe potential comeback player of the year season. You also have Brayan Bello having a career year and finally getting that maturity that we have been waiting for. And now Payton Tolle, who the Red Sox top pitching prospect, another left-hander. It's so nice to not have to be sitting here in August and know that a collapse is here, or be in the midst of one. We are finally at a time where we are planning on playing competitive soft September baseball. We're planning on playing competitive in the postseason for the first time since 2021, and as of right now, we are 3.5 games back from the division title. However, I don't know that I want that. I kind of want the top wild card spot, but that's a topic for another video. For Payton Tolle, this is going to be something for the Red Sox as well, because he will be the 5th consensus top 100 prospect that the Red Sox will debut this year. Now, obviously, that's a lot. You think about it from a major league standpoint, 5 guys debuting from a top 100 consensus list in 1 year is crazy enough. But to just kind of put this in perspective, there are only the Brewers, the Dodgers, the Mariners, the Reds, the Twins, and the White Sox that right now, as we sit, currently have top 100 prospects, 5 of them, in their entire organization, much less that have debuted this season. This is all just to show that the Red Sox, and I hate to say it, I don't hate to say it, credit to Chaim Bloom, man. This is all because of Chaim Bloom. The prospects that he drafted, obviously last year, Payton Tolle, that was the Craig Breslow regime that got Tolle. The movements to get Garrett Crochet, obviously, I know that we have to give some to Craig Breslow, but the draft picks that Chaim Bloom has made and gotten now, he's in St. Louis, but we're still seeing the dividends of having a GM like him. And, he gets a lot of crap, and I kind of feel bad because it's hard to be the GM of the Boston Red Sox because the expectation is to win and to win very quick. And obviously the expectation still stands that way. And for Payton Tolle, it's going to be the same thing. Now, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of happiness, but he is going to be going up against one of the best pitchers in professional baseball right now in Paul Skenes. I don't care about the win-loss record. He plays for the Pirates. This dude gets 0 run support at all. The things I care about: a 2.07 earned run average and a whip of .938. He has allowed 114 hits and nearly struck out 200 batters. He only allows 9 home runs and a 6.4 hits per 9. This guy is the real deal, and I think it's so cool to see a guy who, probably the closest thing to Paul Skenes we've seen in a while in terms of the way that he has been able to come up throughout this organization in Payton Tolle. Obviously, like I mentioned, 20 games in the minor leagues, 18 of those being starts. And then, of course, Paul Skenes, 12 games in the minor leagues. But, again, if you look at the MLB stats, has overall a 2.02 MLB career ERA, right now at 2.07. So he is having just as good as a season as last year. There has been a couple more times this year where maybe he hasn't had his command as much. It's almost like Garrett Crochet, how the expectation for him is to go out there and pitch 7 shutout every single time he goes and steps on the bump. That's kind of the expectation for Paul Skenes. So yesterday we saw Garrett Crochet wasn't his best stuff, gave up 2 runs over 7, and we thought, dang, or rather 7, it was 6, I believe. And either way, you immediately thought, oh man, this is not the normal start we're expecting from Garrett Crochet, but it was still good. Similar to Paul Skenes. He is going to be in that same aspect. But obviously the topic tonight is Payton Tolle getting his major league debut. This is something we have been asking for, and man, I am so excited. 6'6", 250. This guy is a unit. He's going to go out there. He is going to throw strikes. The only concern I have, and I will put this at the very end, I do believe that the Red Sox are going to have a little bit of a pitching limit on him just because he has not been, ramped up to full speed just yet. He has been pitching about 3-4 innings in the minor leagues thus far. Not been doing a lot. I think the most, he usually got up to around 6 innings, but not been pitching past like 60 to 80 pitches. That's where it's been kind of held at. So in that situation, are the Red Sox going to immediately let him loose? Or the concern I have, is this going to be a Payton Tolle and then a bullpen game, which in that aspect, Richard Fitz is not there anymore, so this becomes Walker Buehler's game after Payton Tolle. That's my concern, but either way, I do want to know your thoughts in the comment section by predicting Payton Tolle's stat line for tonight's game. Put your prediction in the comment section. Do you think, 6 innings, 5 Ks, 2 hits, 1 earned run? What exactly is your prediction? Put that down in the comment section down below. Based on what I've seen from Payton Tolle in the minor leagues, based on what I've seen from him as a professional baseball player, and if we look at the Savant page and the ability to use his technically 5-pitch mix, although I would say more of a 3-pitch, and then he's got 2 extras that, the changeup is there when you want it, but not really. I personally think he's going to go 5 strong innings. I think he's going to give up 1 earned run. I think he's going to strike out 6, though, and I do think he'll walk probably 2, because if his first start in AAA is any prediction to what he'll do in the majors, it's going to be a struggle in the first inning. He ended up giving, I believe, 5 earned runs in his first inning against the in his minor league debut at AAA. So I think the first inning will be a very telltale sign of how this start is going to go for Payton Tolle. But again, we don't know exactly what the Red Sox have planned. Are they going to let him loose? Are they going to let him say, hey, you know what? It's go time now. It's September this weekend. Like, it is September on Monday. We have to start going. Is that something they're going to say, okay, pitch? Or are they going to be like, okay, we have a good spot right now. We're really on the pace to make the playoffs. Let's make sure we have him healthy and, don't push him right away into the major leagues. Obviously, it's a question that will be answered tonight, but either way, I'm super, super excited to watch this game. I'm super excited to be, there. We're going to be watching Payton Tolle's major league debut just a year after we drafted him. I hope you are excited too. And with that being said, hopefully we get a nice good game tonight. We'll get a post game going as well. If we can win, that'll be our 5th straight win, and it would be 8 wins out of our last 9 games. So that would be fantastic as well. But for now, that's all we got for you. If you're here at the end of the video, obviously you're enjoying the content. So if you are not yet subscribed, go down there and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time here on Red Sox Digest. Peace out, guys.